What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Liquored Up. I'm your host, Sean. With me today is Kevin, Martin, Kyle, and Jake. The next topic is going to be brought to you by Jake.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Oh, trying to spill it.
I didn't even hit you, Kevin. You're fake, bro.
I can't reach you, man.
So I want to talk about what our hobbies are. And I'm going to start you off with a little bit of story of something that's been happening with me recently.
I have something to ask about the hobby thing too.
So I have a lot of hobbies, right?
Yeah, man, yeah.
Hold on. I got something to add.
Remind me later. So I've had a lot of hobbies, and I at the moment have a lot of hobbies where, like, I love playing video games, I love watching movies and TV, I love playing guitar, and I love to
name all of our hobbies.
and I love to cook. But as of the past couple of months, I don't feel in the mood to do any of these things. And I just feel lost and don't know what I want to be doing with my free time, and I don't know how to spend it.
I charge $100 an hour for counseling.
What? So what I'm curious of is what are your hobbies?
Do you consider this a hobby?
What's that?
Do you consider this a hobby?
This is definitely a hobby.
This is
until it starts
life,
making me
man.
some money, man.
You class alcoholism as a hobby up until you have a problem.
Drinking's a hobby, right?
Yeah.
I don't consider it a problem. I definitely consider it a hobby.
Yeah. It's only a problem to other people.
Right.
Yeah. When I crash my car into your lawn.
So what are your hobbies, and have you ever been in a dry spell like I'm in where I just don't know what I want to do?
Can I go first?
Yeah.
Yes.
Martin's got to jump in before you do.
No,
Just
Martin, I know you have something to add. Just hold on.
It's not your turn yet, Martin.
Yeah, I like playing baseball. I like collecting pops. I like what?
How do you do that as a hobby though? I
That's a
understand
hobby.
you're a collector, but are you sitting there playing with them? Is that
No,
He's
I look
the
at him,
American
though.
Pickers
Just looking
guy.
at him?
Yeah.
This dude just spends 2 hours
The hobby is going to the store and
Finding
trying
them?
to
And
find
looking at them.
them.
Yeah. I enjoy that. I don't know what they have. I like going there and being surprised about what they have.
By the way, Gurney has multiple stores that sell them. Just
Yeah.
as a heads up.
I've been there only one time.
He's going to
so
spend $30 in gas to buy
It's only
But
30 minutes.
$10 worth of pops.
I like playing video games. I guess drinking. It's not a hobby. It's a way of life, a lifestyle.
I would agree.
I didn't choose a drinking life, man. It chose me.
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Back when your mom was spiking the bottle.
Tell me how
Just
you
go to
feel.
sleep.
I had toothaches, just a little whiskey. And that's
Yeah,
where it
man,
all
that's how they
started.
used to do it.
But like you said, the not feeling your hobbies. This was about maybe a few months ago where I wasn't feeling playing video games at all. I would try to play, and I just
You just feel you're fighting it, man.
That's the state where I am right now. I literally only play 2K now, but I want to get back into gaming, playing all types of games. But unfortunately, I've had money problems. Obviously, then just not in the mood to. I don't want to buy any games, and
All I want to do is do these things, but then once I start doing it, I'm like,
you're like,
this is what I want to be doing.
Yeah. So Sean borrowed me Horizon, and I was before it came out, I was super excited to play it. I finally started playing it, and I'm just man, I'm not feeling it, and
That's tough, man.
it is. I was man, I really want to play this, but every time I play for maybe 10 minutes, and I'm like.
Is the problem that it's a single person?
No, because
event?
I normally I like those games more.
Yeah,
than
I prefer single player games too.
But even everything
multiplayer.
that we're naming here could be because you're doing it alone. I think a lot of people get a lot more excited to do things when it's with somebody.
No, I hate you guys.
Yeah, no, I don't want you to cook for me. You poison my shit. I know you.
But I would try, and then just wasn't feeling it. I tried switching games, still wasn't feeling it, and I'm like, what's wrong with me? Normally, I would love to play a game any free time
are
I
you
get.
getting older? Do you
Maybe,
not?
dude. I don't know.
Is it
Man.
crabby old
Sean
man?
suggested it's because I'm tired. because I was back when I was working like 12-hour days and stuff. And like it's possible, but like anytime I would get some free time.
Maybe because you have had so much free time.
I mean that was before.
I don't have any free time, and it's still a problem for me. Like, I'll get like 30 minutes. I'm like, I'm gonna play a game for a little while, and I pop it in, and I'm like, I'm wasting my time right now. What should I be doing?
30 minutes is not enough time to play the game.
Yeah,
No,
that's
like,
true.
I'll have more than like 30 minutes to play. It's just I get to like the 10, 20, 30 minute mark, and I'm just like
Looking at your phone.
I don't feel like doing this.
Yeah.
Like I'll just lay there and then like watch YouTube or something.
Right.
And
You watch Look It Up?
I do.
I've been doing
I'm
that.
responsible for about half of our
He
views.
just watches himself all day. I don't feel like doing
Back
this. I'm
on
just
and back. I'm getting hella views.
Over the past few months, though, I've been doing that a lot, though, where, like, I'll get home after work, I'll do, like, some studying, and then I just, like, lay there. I'm like, I don't know what I want to be doing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna chill.
And like, we can't. I've never not felt like playing baseball. Like any of the times that we play baseball, I'm like always excited to do that.
Yeah.
But it's just the video game thing recently. Maybe it's because like I'm not super interested in whatever game is out at the moment. But
Well, you guys are game hoppers. I mean, Martin and I kind of share that in common. I get one game, and I love it, and I play the shit out of it until I hate it,
Yeah.
and then I move on to another game. You guys are like, a new game, it's coming out next month, we're all buying it. And you start playing it, and they're like, a new game, it's coming out in 3 weeks, we're all buying it. And I'm still playing that same game from 6 months ago. So, I don't know, I always, and they're always multiplayer games, it's always with people. I usually don't play those games alone. It's not something that I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna jump on.
But yeah, I
6
agree
hours.
with you. Where like playing with friends does help.
Yeah.
Because we've been playing the Fortnite game,
Right.
and we played that like fucking like 6 hours.
It's been a
yesterday.
little motivation, and honestly, it's been making me feel a little bit more like I want to get back into playing some shit, but still, like, I'm getting home at, like, when you guys text me, like, hey, do you want to play that? I'm like, alright, cool. But,
Yeah.
like, other than that, I'm like, I'm just going to sit around.
I'm just gonna lay there in the darkness
Stare at the
looking
wall.
at the ceiling.
Well, at that point, I don't think it's really playing the game. I think it's just hanging out with
Right.
us. Like, I don't think the game has anything to do with it. I think it's just something to
Well,
occupy.
That means that you just are settling
I mean,
for a
the
shitty
game has
hobby
to be entertaining enough to do that, because otherwise
Right.
we can just sit in the party and talk.
Talk.
Yeah.
You can do that on the phone.
Like, I got a shit ton of hobbies, yeah. I got a shit ton of hobbies that are all solo. Like fucking drawing, reading. I like to like watch and critique art style movies. I took a bunch of classes in college that were like art direction and movie analysis. I really like doing that. I do that all alone. But it has like the mood has to strike me.
Mhm.
If I'm sitting there and I start watching a movie, I'm like, nope, it's shit. I don't like it. And I'm done. I just stop right there and I find something else to do. So all those solo hobbies have to kind of, if you're not that kind of artistic spark type of person that has to jump out and do your thing, then you're going to lose it.
Yeah, I agree with you, because I like movies a lot too. And recently, there have been like no movies I've been interested in watching. And then that just even further just makes me lay there and stare
That's
at the
me
ceiling.
with TV. Like, I love just, like, binge watching a series.
There's nothing that
There's
I want to
nothing that I want to watch.
Sean,
I was going to say, what about Martin? But sure,
No.
let's go with me.
you go. We'll go down the line.
You can wait till last.
For me, yeah, I'm pretty much in line with you guys. I play video games probably way more than I should.
Nothing wrong with that.
You coach the Badgers.
I coach the Badgers, apparently,
That's a lie.
It's a hobby.
in my free time. I'm sorry if there's a losing
The
season.
Badgers lacrosse team.
I like reading a lot. Reading is one of my
I
favorite
hate
things
reading. Sorry.
to do.
Right.
No, it's fine.
Fuck you.
Although it has to catch my interest, honestly, in that first book. I like series. I don't like just standalone books.
Are you one of those like a chapter a day and you're like, that was a good chapter, and then you close it? Or are you one of those people that starts at 2 p.m. and finishes at 2 p.m. the next day? You're like, yeah.
Yeah, I can pretty
that's
much
good.
finish a book in a day.
Yeah.
See, I can't.
Sean actually borrowed me that book once, and I did not read it.
Didn't touch it.
Didn't touch it. Yeah, didn't even touch it. Didn't even open the book.
So I've borrowed people multiple things, like say for instance, the Compendium 1 of Walking Dead, which is mainly pictures,
It's a fucking comic book.
but They still didn't read it.
Who's that?
They can't read it. They
I
gotta
did,
see
no,
it.
I read some of it, and I'm like, man, this still involves reading. You know what it is? I think it's the fact that it's a giant fucking book. Like, I can read, like, comic issues, like, one by one, because it's only, like, a couple pages. But when it's, like, a big Bible phone book,
That could be terrifying.
I'm like, man, I got a lot to get through.
No, man, I am down to read it all.
It was 47 issues in one book.
That's a lot. That book
That's
was,
a
like,
lot.
this thick.
Well, you tackle it a little bit. You
I
stay
can't.
up late.
If he had separate issues, then I would be able to finish it.
I'll borrow one at a time.
Yeah.
You gotta trick yourself into reading it.
Baby steps.
I'm a big movie buff. I love watching movies, although I'm going to what was it? I'm going to
Gonna something.
I'm gonna.
That's that alcohol brain right there. That's his other hobby.
Let's go more.
Take another drink to
Some
remember.
brain
Yeah,
juice.
fuel the brain cells.
I'm going to still gonna go
Oh
with
no!
the
Take another drink.
to.
Take another drink.
And
Down it off. Down it off.
Keep
Go,
doing
go,
it
go,
till you
go,
remember.
go, 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 go.
Oh no!
Oh,
Hey!
And he still didn't think of it.
And what was it?
Now
Again?
he's got it right now.
I'm gonna oppose you
There you go.
Hey,
on the
it
whole
worked.
fact
Hey, it was a word. It was just a word.
on La La Land.
You didn't
Although
like
you
it?
loved it, I did
I
not.
fucking love that movie, dude.
I
But
sat
you know what?
through.
Did you get laid
Like,
during it?
what
Is the real
your
question.
theory is correct.
It's correct. You said you like musicals. I said people who like musicals don't like it.
Yeah.
It's 100% accurate, man. Like, if you don't like musicals, you'll watch that movie and be like, man, that was a really good movie. If you like musicals, you watch it and you're like, man, that was a really bad musical. It's how you like the angle that you look at it from.
Yeah, I
Don't
tried.
spoil that movie either
I'm not
because
going to.
they
I'm
need
not
to watch
to.
that movie.
Granted, there was several shots in that movie. Fantastic.
Dude, the cinematography of that movie blew my mind.
It was great.
So, we're getting a little bit off topic. What
How depressed
hobbies
are you guys?
do you have that you don't feel like doing right now?
Video games is a big one, honestly. Just like you guys.
I think it's because there's nothing out right now.
I think that's everybody.
I mean,
And you know what? It's because we're waiting for Destiny 2.
Well, I mean, there's that, but there's
I
also
almost
the fact.
bought a PS4 Pro for Destiny 2, man. I don't even have a 4K TV. I was like, I just kind of want to.
So, I mean, I kind of agree with the fact, but at the same time, there's. So, like you with vinyl
Right.
pops, I buy games. Like, that is my hobby. I
His-
buy
I have a lot of games, too.
He collects the games.
Like, I don't play them, although I should.
I have a lot in plastic also, Sean. We should compare.
I
We
don't.
should trade some games.
So, I take them out of the plastic. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna play this
Do
tomorrow.
you smell them?
No.
Dude.
You're messing up,
You
dude.
mix
I know, I do. I
Okay.
do. I smell them. I make sure that those
Wait a
cases are
second.
pristine. If they are not,
New game smell is amazing.
Kevin and I will text each other pictures of us opening a new game smelling.
No, the new shoe smell is amazing.
That's true too.
if I fuck up the opening of a game, like I still have some plastic glue on it or
You'll
something,
return it and get
I
a new
will
copy.
I will
Really?
go to the store, buy a shitty used great case, and swap everything. Because I like it looking nice. I don't
Oh.
like looking shitty.
Your Horizon case.
Son of a bitch. It's a metal case, man. How are you,
You know,
fucking that up?
my dog got a hold of it.
Hey, the Horizon case is a metal case.
For the edition I
He
bought,
bought like the
Damn.
$2,000 edition.
I buy
And then he
special
fed it to
editions
his
too.
dog.
Hobbies.
Are you mad about that?
I mean, I'm sure he's lying, which is normal.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just laughing at. I'm just picturing Martin walking into like the Jordan store and just opening all the boxes and smelling them. Someone's in the corner like, hey,
You smell it, you buy it.
But I mean, if I had to boil it down, movies, TV shows, books, and video games. Those are like my hobbies. Those are the things I like to do. Single player, alone, or with friends. I mean, it all works.
Have you ever had like a full dry spot where you're like, I don't want to do anything?
Yes. So often. It's usually because either I'm exhausted
Yeah.
from work or from dealing with emotional issues, just in general, just physically and mentally exhausted.
Sean's a mess.
I really. That's what drinking was for.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sean, here's some Crown.
Thank you. I needed
bud.
more.
But no, I
Um,
think he's right. Like being exhausted has a lot
Yeah.
to do with it.
To be fair, over the last couple of months, I've been working 60 hours a week, so I mean, that might have just been it. I've just been exhausted because now I'm starting to feel, like I said, like when we've been playing Fortnite, I'm like, I kind of like this. I'm back into this.
You take a video game vacation.
Little
Take like,
VG vacay, you know what I mean?
Take a week off and just sit there in like your beaters and your boxers with Cheeto dust all over you.
Yeah, sometimes
this is the best.
sometimes you just need to step back and let it play itself out.
Yeah, just settle into life for a little while.
Martin, what about you? What's your hobbies and any slumps?
Have you ever had a VG vacay?
Some of
my hobbies, some of the hobbies I fell off of is gaming, obviously, like everybody else. Playing basketball. I used to love basketball. I have not played in like the last like couple months at all. I really love volleyball. I've actually started getting back into volleyball. I played volleyball in high school.
Volleyball's fun, man. Bless you. You gave me the finger. I was like, I don't know what he's going for here.
I thought it was going to go away, but it didn't. It came back.
Is that like the move to get rid of a sneeze?
He did do a little shimmy shake.
That was it coming up.
It was a jig.
But in
I'll join you on that.
you guys just going off topic.
Hold on, Martin. I got to tell you about my hobby.
in there.
And I also really love anime. That's another hobby I fell off of. I have not watched Dragon Ball Super in a while, and Kevin's kind of frustrated with me about it.
Because he's the only one, the only person I know that watches it other than me.
See,
I want to talk about it with him, but he's like 30 fucking episodes behind.
See, the thing is about me with anime, I like to let a season go through so I can binge watch anime.
Yeah.
That's the thing about me. I like to binge watch my anime. So
See, like for Super, because it comes out on Saturdays, I'm like, man, it gives me something to look forward to.
Yeah.
That's the only way to watch that stuff, though, because they got like 3 minutes at the beginning and end of every episode where they recap the shit, and you're thinking, why did I watch this?
And 3 minutes in the beginning and the end of them up in the sky,
Yeah.
like, ah!
Cliffhanger again?
It's not so bad. Super goes quicker than what Dragon Ball Z
But
did.
it's kind of disappointing because it goes so fast.
That shit used to kill me, though. It'd be like 3 episodes straight of one dude up in the air, just like, ah!
See, but that's I love that about
Yeah.
about Dragon Ball. Now, another hobby, I had a very controversial thing with somebody at work that this hobby was not a hobby. I don't know how it's not a hobby, but it wasn't. You weren't even.
Oh, okay.
So you
I was like,
you don't even know about it. So this person at work told me that I like shoes. I love shoes. I love buying shoes. I literally watch YouTube videos on shoes.
You collect them.
Yeah, I collect them.
I can
but
confirm
but
that.
people see they told me
They're on
He's wearing the
feet
same
right now.
shoes he wore last time.
Oh, no.
Dope
But-
shoes, though. I like them.
but this person told me that I collect shoes, but I wear them. So that's not
So
collecting.
what?
That's what I said.
What else are you supposed to do with
that's
shoes?
what I'm saying. Like shoes, I wear them. Like people, they thought that since you collect something,
That you can't touch.
that you can't touch it.
That's like saying, though, if you collect movies or games, you can't watch or play them.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
that's
Can't-
not fair.
You can't play
Right.
with your Barbie.
Yeah, but they trying to tell me that like it's not a hobby since I wear my shoes. Like I literally go to like sneaker con. I've been to sneaker con. I bought
How much
$700.
How much money did you spend at SneakerCon?
I sold about $400. I sold 2 pairs of shoes for like $400. I bought a $700 pair of shoes, and I bought a $250 pair
So
of shoes.
$700 shoes.
So
is amazing.
Yeezys.
I got Yeezys.
What size shoe do you wear?
Don't worry about it.
Same size as you do.
But yeah, I considered it a hobby, but they tried to tell me it wasn't a hobby. And that's why I was kind of excited when you brought it up, because I want this person to watch it. And do you guys think it's a hobby?
It's a
I think it's
hobby.
definitely a
You
hobby.
spend money on it. You talk
110%.
about it all the time.
I
It's a hobby.
watch videos on it. I go to events about it. Like
If it's something you enjoy doing and you're spending, like, your free time doing
Yeah,
it and
like-
enjoying doing it, it's definitely a hobby.
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
that's
So if collecting and playing video games wasn't a hobby, I have no idea what my life is about.
You-
So, ha!
Coaching the Badgers.
That's right. Don't forget, the Badgers volleyball team needs you next
Yeah.
season.
So what was it that...
Sean's like, hold on, let me show you how it's done.
Men or women?
So they tried to make the case that okay, since I like cheeseburgers. I'm gonna go out and get a cheeseburger. That's a hobby.
What?
Because I like
That's their argument?
It was weird.
Well, it's a hobby though.
Food
That's
is a
fair.
hobby.
But the thing is about
But you
like
don't collect
okay.
No, but
like,
you fucking go out there and people taste around. That's their hobby. Is eating.
Yeah, but I agree with that. Like, if you taste like a bunch of different cheeseburgers from different places, and you do this like on a consistent basis, that's what you do in your free time.
Gosh, Yeti.
But that's a hobby, not just eat. They tried to say that eating was just a hobby because you do it every day and you're free. It's not. That's the like, way
I
of
can
living.
fucking live on ramen noodles, but I don't.
I don't.
I'm
consider
on your side on this one.
So I mean, okay,
Even eating is a hobby. That's a stupid
I want this person to watch it, and I can't wait to see the person
Fucking
watch
sitting
it.
in your
Do I
room
know this
staring at the
person?
wall is
Yeah,
not
you
a
know,
hobby.
you know that person.
so if
Watch
you're
it.
if you're
Watch it.
eating food in your spare time because you're bored or something, I can understand that being a hobby.
That's not.
That's
I mean,
not a
it's just-
hobby.
You're
That's
trying to fill like
Yeah.
you're bored. You're trying to find
like
something to do.
a hobby is in it.
Like
you use
with
your
direction.
use your free time and get enjoyment out of it. You just
Yeah.
eating, not just because you're bored.
Like
Let me-
cramming a bag of Cheetos.
I'm
is
gonna
not
throw in an argument here.
I
right?
really enjoyed eating full bags of chips on my free time.
Let me throw in an argument to this point being made. I watch a lot of Food Network because I'm really into cooking and food. And I like to go and purposefully seek out like restaurants that were on Food Network. And I would consider that a hobby. I like
that's
traveling. Like
actually-
every
okay.
time I go and visit somewhere, I look up, places that were on certain food shows and try to go
See,
visit them.
I think doing that is a hobby. I'm sorry.
What's the most?
if you're just eating
But-
mac and cheese every day,
But if
maybe
you're
that's
just
not.
eating in general, that's not a hobby.
yeah. The point they made was completely stupid. You're
You're stupid!
and I feel this person just did it just to make me mad.
Probably. Kyle, what about you?
What? Hobbies?
What?
Or about fucking food?
No,
Because I've been
the
weighing in on this shit.
The topic that we're on.
Yeah, no, I already talked about this. It was, I suppose, I don't agree with, I agree with the idea that hobbies get stale, but I got a lot of hobbies and they interchange so easily. I've always been introverted, so I really don't get bothered by, losing the, he's like straightening up, getting ready to fucking say something back.
I'm always trying to have like a nice straight.
I thought you were gonna
straight
punch him
posture.
for a second.
I gotta get my reflexes ready when I'm out here on the liquored up
No,
show.
my back's not good enough.
You're-
Your
Yeah,
friends
my
are
ass checked for
interchangeable
saying
and he's
something.
just upset.
Yeah, no, I don't know. My hobbies are like either introverted or extroverted. Either I like to go out and do something like sports wise or athletic wise and hang out with people.
Like coaching the Wisconsin Badgers.
With me, yeah.
Yeah, I like to join in all sorts of intramural volleyball games on the women's team.
He likes the men's team better.
Shit.
Well, he's the coach of the men's team, so he gets me the in. But I don't know. And then the other ones, all like the introverted things can be either or. I could paint with somebody or I could draw with somebody, but who the fuck, do I just like
Very
put that
good
on
artist.
Craigslist? Do I put
Very
that on with
good
someone and go
artist.
say, hey, you guys want to come meet me in the park? We're gonna paint together.
you could also like go take a painting class.
I
or
could.
something.
What?
I mean, the
Painting
cops
classes
might
are
come.
expensive as hell. You kidding me? You gotta own the $50 notebook and the $200 paints. And if you walk in with a shitty brush, we're gonna laugh at you.
They're gonna bring in a naked model, a guy model. This is just modeling.
And what's stupid about that shit is you can get away with anything.
Kyle,
You can walk
hold
in
on.
and start painting
if
with
you
your
don't,
finger.
if you don't have the Bob Ross branded art supplies, you're doing it wrong.
Could you paint Sean naked?
I could paint him naked, alright. Sean,
Hey, would you be?
come on over.
Would you be a model?
Get
friend?
naked.
Why not?
You gotta tell me what your pose is.
So
Oh, he's got the finger, legs,
Would you be
legs
laying
straight.
down? Would you
Legs
be laying
crossed.
down?
He's got it legs crossed. He's gonna be like the seductive with like a little drape across the front.
Just put a leaf right there.
Just a leaf.
So I need to know what was the question you were going to ask me at the beginning of the topic.
Yeah.
Just that was the question. This is about is me collecting shoes and actually wearing
Alright.
them. Is that a
Yes.
hobby?
He,
couldn't-
he's,
you
absolutely
couldn't
saying
wait
that's
like
boiling
13
inside.
Like years, man.
Like the person just pissed me off. Like I think they just did it just to piss me off.
And they were successful, man. Every time you buy a pair of shoes, you're thinking, "Fuck that dude! I can't enjoy my hobby."
My shoes are not hamburgers.
Like don't compare this hobby to like eating. Like that's
Fucking hamburglers, line of shoes. Him and Ronald McDonald Brand are fighting with each other.
Sean, you had your hand raised before. What's up?
Oh, I was volunteering to be a model. So it worked out.
Yeah,
He's
man.
ready to go.
It worked out.
That's right. I wonder what you charge.
Free. For you.